What's going on, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. Today is Thursday, and tomorrow right after work we're going to be driving up to Minnesota. So that means we have to start getting things ready from now. I'm going to be getting the car ready, so I'm going to be using this for additional storage on top of the car. And I'm also going to be using an attachment to the hitch. We're going to put stuff that we're not too worried about getting wet. I'm also going to cover it with tarp and tighten it down. And Nadine had already gotten the kids' stuff ready, our food, and our clothes and stuff like that. So we're not planning on staying up there too long, so we're not taking too much stuff with us. So let me show you guys how we get ready. So after about 30 minutes or so in 100-degree weather out here in Texas, I am finally done. I installed the cargo as well as our hitch haul, and I really like this one because we put the stuff here that we're not worried about getting it stolen or anything while we're driving if we make any kind of stops on the road. And I cover it with a tarp, so any rain or dirt or anything like that, it's not going to get damaged. And what we put here, things that we're too worried about getting it wet, so any of the kids stuff, maybe like their toys, small stuff here and there. But it's very spacious. It may not look like it, but it's actually pretty big inside. We are almost ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is make sure we have all of the kids stuff. Yeah, we're planning everything out before we start driving. That way we make as minimal stops as possible until we get there. So about 14 hours or so. So I'm expecting maybe 3 or 4 stops. So maybe we'll get there maybe in 16, 17 hours. So Nadine is going to pump some gas.
Gotta get my gloves on. Oops. You have a card? There's this. My spray bottle. We have 3 hours left until we get to Minnesota, inshallah. We have been on the road since 1 a.m. This morning. For the most part, it's been a pretty smooth drive, just for the fact that we really haven't been stopping anywhere. We haven't been going into any stores or any food, like getting any food from restaurants. We brought everything with us, water, coffee, juice for the kids, a lot of snacks and food with us, so we don't have to stop. And we've only been stopping for gas. In public bathrooms, we've been
diaper changes too.
Oh, diaper changes, but public bathrooms, we've been completely avoiding those. Just trying to social distance as much as possible during these tough times. We just arrived to Minnesota, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
We got about another hour and a half to go until we get to my parents' house, inshallah. We are here, alhamdulillah. This is my house where I grew up. Yalla Magid, you're going too slow. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right here. Where's Gitto, guys?
Gitto! I'm going to open my window.
So we arrived a few days ago and we're still trying to recover from the drive. For the most part, it wasn't horrible. It took 17 hours to get here. The trip altogether is supposed to take 14, but obviously with stops, diaper changes, just breaks in general, took 17 hours. When we originally left, it didn't go as planned. We had originally planned to leave when the kids go to bed, but Megan was tired after work, so we ended up actually leaving a few hours after that. He took a short nap and then we got up and loaded the car and then the kids and we headed out. The trip was definitely different than our typical road trips, just for the fact that we really couldn't stop anywhere. It definitely feels good to be back home. We haven't seen my parents for a while. They had been planning to come out to Texas to visit us, but because of COVID and everything, those plans got put on hold, and they have been stuck in this house for, I want to say, 4.5 months or so. My dad is considered high risk and they stay home, they don't go out anywhere. So as mentioned before, we quarantined for 2 weeks and they had been quarantined for months, and so it felt good to be able to finally see each other. And that's why on this trip we were very strict about our stops. I'm just trying to keep everyone safe, and so we did the best we could. And the best part of this trip is we're actually going to be getting to spend Eid with my parents and hopefully my brother if he can quarantine and he doesn't get called into work. So we are super excited about that. The kids are excited. We are just happy to be here, alhamdulillah.